What are the traits that attract real metalheads? What are the traits that separate the men from the boys, right? So I think about this, man, when I'm talking to metalheads at shows, when I'm meeting people online and shit. There's a few personality traits that I think separate the dudes who I'm going to take seriously versus the dudes who I'm not going to pay attention to at all right? For starters, one, open-mindedness. This should be like the golden rule for separating posers from non-posers, in my opinion. Let me explain. Basically, the way I look at it is, bro, is like, I like talking to metalheads who know more about metal than I do, right? Like, I don't know, man. It's cool to, like, agree with people on albums, but I would rather, dude, look, I am not the deep cuts guy. I say this all the time. I am not the wealth of knowledge of, like, a J-Dog or, like, with underground metal in Ohio shit, or, like, a Jimmy on the Block with New Jersey death metal, or, you know, some of the other dudes online and shit. Like, I don't got that knowledge, bro. I'm fine with that. But you know what? They do. So I like watching their videos, picking their brains. Ethereal Metal, my man. We got something in the works. Me and Ethereal will be keeping you updated on that. So if you haven't checked out his channel, go check it out. But so when I talk to guys like that, man, it's basically like, I can tell you guys know what is good. And not that I have talked to J-Dog or Jimmy, but the point is, when I see their channels and stuff, I can tell those are the dudes who know what's good. So I try not to, like, step on that shit too much, you know? Like, I like to stay in my own lane as far as I'm concerned. And I think that real metalheads, a trait that you should be looking for, is not trying to come into any scene going, yo, bro, I know what's good. Have you heard of Death's Human, bro? You know, that's kind of whack, dude. Have you heard of Transylvanian Hunger, bro? Like, I get it, dude. I get it, you know, like, but it's kind of like in working out too. It's like, you want to go work out with people who work out harder than you, who push you to go harder, right? When I talk to metalheads, I like talking to the guys who, like, will be like, dude, you never heard Bestial Warlust? You know, watching Ethereal Metal's channel, his top 10 black metal albums. That's why I watch people like that, is because, dude, they got so much knowledge in the game. To, like, try and tell them anything about metal would be a disgrace, you know? So fucking shout out to those guys, I guess. Another trait that I look for, basically, in real metalheads, I think they all have this, is they have a fucking intensity, right? This is something I talk about on this channel all the time. You know, like, I think what really makes something metal is the soul of the thing, right? Like, you can tell, take one of these dime a dozen death doom bands that you see nowadays, like, you can tell what their deal is, right? They saw a box that they could check off everything in, you know, and they could, like, fit this mold, get signed to a small label, press, make a couple of bucks. And again, no shame on the game, but you're not reinventing the wheel or doing anything. Like, there's no fire to that spirit. When you take a dude like Seth Putnam and the AC shit, like, what about that isn't the most intense shit that you've ever felt? It speaks to the soul. You don't even have to go that intense, bro. When I listen to Burzum, man, when I listen to fucking, you know, fucking Lord of the Depths, dude, when that comes in, man, you hear Varg, dude, just fully letting it rip, dude. There's something about it that's so true and intense, and you can hear his soul, man. You know what I mean? So who was telling me this? Dude, it was Ethereal. So when I was talking to Ethereal, he was saying that he was talking to, I don't want to go into too much of what he was saying, but point is he was saying someone told him once, death metal is like soul music, right? And dude, like, I get it. A lot of people might be like, oh, that's kind of whack, or, you know, gay or whatever, you know, but the way I look at it, man, I'm like, yeah, dude, no, it 100% is, because if you don't have that fire in your soul, that intensity, then honestly, man, like, there ain't much more to it, you know? Like, I don't know, like, that's what I'm looking for. I want that thing that's gonna make me feel, like, moved the way those fuckers did. Like, dude, Glenn Benton, dude, like, when you listen to Serpent to the Light or something like that, man, dude, my underrated favorite, Scars of the Crucifix, man, like, that is where you hear, I feel like, the hate, the soul, dude, the real, like, in those lyrics and songs and stuff, they stick with you. Fuck your God. Dude, like, that shit sticks with you. It sticks in your brain. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's because you can feel the passion of someone like Glenn Benton, right? So what are we talking here? We're talking passionate individuals, open-mindedness. Dude, these are, like, again, traits that in your real life you should be striving for. You know what I mean? And the last thing I want to talk about is just like the fucking call to duty, right? Like, why am I doing this channel, guys? Like, why do I do this shit where I scream at the camera and try and get you all fucking fired up and shit? Like, it's not really just because, like, I'm that, like, fucking crazy all the time. As you can imagine, dude, at some point the camera goes off, right? And I'm just a dude out and about in society. The only time I look equally as fucking crazy is when I'm probably hitting it in the gym. You know what I'm saying? But the point is like, go out there and contribute to the damn thing, right? I always see the real ones to me are the ones that are putting themselves out there, you know? They're in whatever way you can, whether you're commenting good shit, giving people recs, like posting pictures on social of the albums you buy and stuff. And I know, again, some people will argue with me on this and say, you know, like, oh, everybody does that. It's overrated to, you know, post your collection online or on Instagram. But like, dude, I've said this before in videos too. It's just like, dude, the IG and the algorithm, they're always going to be trying to censor and delete death metal, black metal, extreme forms of music and just extreme takes. And dude, I mean, open-mindedness, they just don't like it. You know what I'm saying? So the way I look at it is like, guys, let's fucking flood the gate, dude. Flood it up. Open open the gates, man. Let it all flow out there. Get as much shit out into the algo as possible, because dude, they'll keep trying to delete it. My last Instagram, I don't know what the fuck I said on there, dude, but I had some hardcore kids following, and you know, I was posting some sketchy black metal as I do, and I have a feeling there was some report flag, and then I watched my interactions plummet, and yeah, I got shadow banned and shit, and I had to start a new Instagram, and I'm just like, man, what a pussy move, you know what I mean, for starters. But also, it's just like, this shit is war, dude. It really is. And a sign of a true metalhead to me is someone who's out there fighting the war for metal. You get the fucking flag up, you're charging in, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, those are just some of the traits. Those are 3. If you want like a realer, more hardcore take on this, I would go watch my video 666 traits that, or 666 laws that all true metalheads follow, or something like that. It's one of the first of these rant videos that I've done, so go check that fucking shit out, man. And yeah, as usual, thanks for watching. I got a cool video coming later on today, so here's you'll get a little, like, not dog crossover with me, but like, the dog recently had a paid ski where he shouted out underground metal concert that's coming to New Bedford, Mass, which is right, it's where I'm from, you know, it's right where I grew up. So I'm going back there. I'm going to shoot it, make a little video on it. Cerebral Hemorrhage is playing, and I think a band called Concrete, and a few others that I haven't heard of, but I have heard of Cerebral Hemorrhage, and I checked out their album, fuck, now I'm going to forget what it's called, but I listened to it before I, you know, today and while I was at the gym, and it fucking slapped, dude. It's the real deal. It's just some good brutal death metal, so I'm excited to go check them out. But yeah, man, that's that. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe to the channel. I love hearing from you guys, man. It's been awesome, dude. Shout out to some of the dudes in the comments. Desolate Cold Void, dude, you kill it with the comments, man. Fucking shout out to him. Pinned comments constantly. War, I think that dude got banned from J-Dog's channel. He said, shout out to you, brother. Dude, Ethereal, man. Fuck yeah, I see, always hyping my shit in the comments, dude, and he's a real one, dude, so shout out to him. Yeah, man, and I think that's it. So keep, you know, subscribe, guys, you know, keep commenting, keep chatting, and go check out fucking Sodom, Soldier of Fortune, paid in 666 skulls for the fucking black metal that's gonna get you moving up at it and in the gym and fucking taking life by storm, man. Fuck yeah. Anyways, those are the traits that I think define real metalheads. What it do?